Hello again. This is Foresight, and this is my channel, Blind Intelligence. Once again, well, today I'm going to talk about something that's more of personal to me than what I normally speak about. So, all right. So let's begin. Check this out. What I want to talk about is how the employment world is discriminating against the blind or visual impaired. Right? Now, out of all of the disabilities, from what I witnessed, the blind or visual impaired is the only disability that get the most pushback when it comes to employment. I'm going to say it again. The blind and the visual impaired gets the most pushback when it comes to employment. And the reason why is because a lot of the employers and their manager teams, they discriminate based on what's called a presumption that blind folk or visual impaired folk cannot do what they think they can do. See, they don't think that you can do certain things. But see, a lot of times the reason why they don't think that you can do certain things is because they can't see it for themselves. See, a lot of times when people deny you, that's because they can't see it for themselves. They can't see themselves being blind, being able to break down a computer, put it back together, and and troubleshoot a network. They can't see that. See, I'm gonna speak from experience. I went to school for computer engineering. I know the OSI model. I know how to break down, troubleshoot a computer. I know how to pull out a RAM stick, which is called a memory module. I know how to pull out a power supply. I was at the top of my class in computer engineering school. By the way, the only blind individual in that class. And I was still running the rest of the class around in circles. He pulled out a desktop computer. He pulled out like several desktop computers, put them on the desk. Everybody had their own little desktop, and sometimes he would team people together. But I was going around them in circles. I would pull out the power supply. I would pull out the CD-ROM or DVD player. I would pull out pull off the RAM sticks. I would pull off the motherboard. And they say you have to reassemble it all together, plug it back up, and see if it'll work. And you get to do that within a certain length of time. Well, see, I did it. Well, it wasn't a certain length of time, but I was just so fast with it. I was just so good with it. And I can do that with any computer, any desktop computer. Laptops, different. But a desktop computer, I was at the top of my class. The best thing that I did with a laptop computer was change the screen out. Yeah, I changed the whole screen out of a laptop computer. And the keyboard. And changed out the hard drive. No assistance. But you see, but I digress. But you see, employers don't care to hear those stories. Employers, either they don't care to know or they don't want to know. Because, like I said before, they can't see it for themselves. They can't see it for themselves. They can't see that them, if they were blind or visually impaired, of them being able to even set their own burglar alarm. They can't see that. Heck, a lot of them can't even see them crossing the street, being blind or visually impaired. Especially totally blind. A lot of them can't even see that. So of course these types of discriminations is going to happen. And I've been through it. And this is why I'm here to talk about it. Because nobody is talking about this. And it needs to stop. Right here in Jackson, Mississippi, you don't have, folks is not standing up. You got organizations out here that's supposed to advocate for you. They don't advocate. They don't advocate. You've been stacked of mountains and mountains of papers of incidents that didn't happen, and they still won't do nothing. So I myself have to build an organization that's going to advocate for the blind and visually impaired. I'm the one that's going to stand in the gap for those blind individuals that can't speak for themselves. I got to do the job of the voc rehabs, the American Disability Act, because down here in the state of the state of Mississippi, they don't do jack. And I'm like, if these leaders that holds these positions is not doing what they're supposed to do, then they need to stand down. Stand down, step down, and get on down. And stay on down. Don't come back. Because all they doing is blowing smoke up folks' tails, saying what they're gonna do, and don't nothing materializes. Case in point. Oh, we're gonna learn today. We are going to learn today. Because I am not fin to sugarcoat nothing. Our city bus. We got two types. We got the city bus. We got paratransit. Right? Okay. Paratransit and the city bus don't go out to the airport. You would have to get an Uber or a Lyft or some other service to get you there. You better spend money out the yin yang. And the airport belongs to the city of Jackson. Why no bus go out there? Oh, because it's not zoned for it. Get it zoned for it. Heck, all you gotta do is put a shuttle bus out there. Just run a shuttle bus every hour. Because you got disabled people that needs to ride the bus out there. They need to be to and fro picked up. You got regular people that needs to be to and fro picked up from the airport. And then you got some employees that works out there want to be to and fro picked up. And they shouldn't have to be having to hire a driver or hire an Uber or Lyft or some other service that's going to charge them out the yin yang for a service that the public can provide. It's real stagnated down here. Real stagnated. Real stagnated. And nobody seems to want to talk about it. Nobody wants to seems to want to ask the questions. Nobody, because it seems to me that there is a certain political it's a political aspect of the city of Jackson and state of Mississippi that don't want these things to happen. That's what it seems like to me. Because if you wanted it to happen and the people that are in those positions that's not doing their jobs, then you should be getting them out of there and putting somebody in there that's going to be effective in getting this job done so the people can get help. I shouldn't have to hire a private driver to get me to the airport. But it goes back. But I want to go back to the employment situation. Let's get back to the employment situation. With the blind and visual impaired. Because I find myself working 12 years on a job, on a sheltered job. I didn't care. I just wanted to get back to work. I had lost my eyesight. Let me just get back employed. I didn't care about it being a shelter job at that time. I didn't understand what that meant. When I decided to resign, I thought it was gonna be all right. It'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll find another job, whatever. It ain't all right. It ain't all right. That's why a lot of them folks out there hold on to them jobs. They die on them jobs. That shouldn't be like that. Because it should be this. I should have the same variety of an opportunity as anybody else. I should have to be on somewhere where I'm overqualified to be. And then I got to be there because ain't nobody else gonna hire me. Because of my circumstance. Because of my situation. Nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to stand up and make these folks stand down. I'm only one voice. But I'm going to keep on speaking. I'm going to keep on speaking until somebody join me to where I can get a choir going. I'm out here singing a solo all by myself. I'm going to keep singing this solo until I can get a choir. This discrimination thing has to stop. And I don't know if it's going on in other states. I can't speak for other states. But if it is going on in other states, people need to speak out. People, do not stagnate. Do not, you stagnate your business. Think about this for a minute. Mr. Employer, Miss Employer, corporation. You stagnate your business with an employee that is underqualified because you don't want to hire me that is qualified because I have a visual impairment. What you just did, you just hurt your business. You hurt your business from the potential, from its potential of going higher in success by you creating an atmosphere where you don't hire someone that's qualified. That's my rant for the day. Please click like and please share this video if you like it. Show a brother some love. Subscribe to my channel, Blind Intelligence. I'm your host, Foresight. And we will see you on the next time.